So, what are we going to talk about today? Last week.
Paintings
But
behind you. Lovely paintings behind you, Shirley.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I actually have a story to tell you about them today. So
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Start?
Pardon?
You want to start?
Um, okay. I have a lot to share, so I may as well.
You start. You're always at the end, so you should start.
Well, okay. Where do I begin? This was what I wanted to say last week, but I'll continue with what happened this weekend. So last week, I just wanted to share that I remember when I posted in the Facebook group about wanting to do the course again. Yeah. I wasn't venting, but I felt, oh my goodness, we've come to the end. And there are just about 5 people commenting every day. Where are the rest of us? You know, and that was my intention, to hope that we could, you know, benefit from the course. And today I'm so grateful for having these conversations every week, because I actually spent the weekend listening to, tidbits of almost all the recordings, and it's been such a journey. Hi Beata.
Hi Beata.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good. Yeah, so I was just thinking, this has almost been like therapy, even though I've never gone for therapy. But I just realized, it started with feeling a certain way, and then I talk about something, and then I get some insights, and then it's led to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And I just wanted to say how grateful I am for our little group.
Oh, yeah.
And
ditto.
Yeah, so that was the first thing I wanted to say. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about wanting to get back into the river. And this is my personal analogy for, finding a way to make money and do my work and be of service. I call it the river, And there are all these synchronicities, and I have to share them because it's all part of the journey. So I'll start with the big one, and I can't believe Allison is in here because she needs to hear this. So my new coach, Chris, she just came back from a holiday in Greece. She spent about 3 weeks there. And while she was there, she sent me a message. She was like, I can't wait to come back. I have to talk to you. So apparently, in the group, they call me Aphrodite because that's what I want to be called. Well, over there, ideally in my whole life, but I'm starting from there. And she told me that she went to this beautiful bakery where everything was so beautiful. There were flowers everywhere. The pastries were incredible, the service. And so she said when she and her partner were leaving, they asked the owner. The owner came to say thank you, whatever. And she asked for her name, and she told her that her name was Aphrodite. So because of that, she said she had been thinking about me throughout her trip in Greece, and she really had this pressing thing that she wanted to talk about. So we had a call on Friday, and she said what kept on coming up for her was weddings. This is why I'm saying I wish Allison was here. She said it just kept on coming back, that there's weddings seemed to be the key, but also she felt there was a block. Like there's so much energy going on around weddings. So she wanted to ask me, like, what's up with you and weddings, you know? So, so I told her, that, yeah, you know, she knows about this group, and, you know, there's this whole, like, we feel that weddings are where my, you know, where my success lies, or I'll have a breakthrough or something. And she was like, no, there's more, there's something. So the honest truth is, this is something I haven't thought about in years. But the more she kept on digging, and there's a reason why I'm telling you this, you know, I had quite a terrible experience with my own wedding. So I haven't had a white wedding, and I'll explain why, but I've had a traditional marriage. And my traditional marriage was on Valentine's Day, you know, because that's what I wanted. You know, I had planned everything. And about a week to my wedding, because I had this client who knew I was leaving, because I was getting married and I was going to leave. And she couldn't imagine my company closing down. So she decided to create a form of a partnership so that my company would go on after I had left. So we were in the process of creating this partnership, and she was bringing in more corporate clients. I didn't like corporate clients. I preferred working with individuals. But she was bringing in more corporate clients, and one of the big clients she brought in was Barclays Bank. And coincidentally, Barclays was celebrating their 100th anniversary on Valentine's Day. So, and there's a point to this story. I knew it would be long, but I really want to share this. And so she, you know, she had already she had agreed to a contract where we were going to decorate 19 branches in the city for Valentine's Day. And when she told me, I was like, I'm getting married on Valentine's Day. There's no way my company can commit to that kind of a contract, because my staff, it's not like I had 100 people. I just had about 40 people working for me. My staff are going to be committed to my day, you know. And she tried to say no, and I tried to get a different company to do the job. They started, and it was a mess. So long story short, 3 days before my wedding, I worked for 72 hours nonstop. You know, day and night and day and night and day and night. Our wedding was on Wednesday. My husband arrived on Monday. We went to pick him up from the airport, straight to branches all over the city, you know, to supervise the staff, because we had to put the decorations up in the middle of the night, you know. So so I remember coming home on the 14th of February, hoping that the staff who were left behind would start getting work done, would start setting things up. And I came, and the florist had delivered all my red roses, and nobody had taken care of them. They were in the hot sun. They were beginning to wilt. Things like chair covers and stuff weren't being ironed, like nothing had been done. And I remember how heartbroken I was, because I've been doing weddings for other people for so long. And finally, when it was my turn, first of all, there was this job. And then secondly, I felt like everyone had let me down. My friends, in hindsight, I can see how my friends assumed, oh, Shirley-Ann always has everything taken care of. Oh, she doesn't need any help. But I realized that after that, I shut down in every way possible. I was so heartbroken. Now, the beauty of this is I haven't thought about this in ages. But apparently, you know how in psychology they talk about children going through certain experiences between 4 and 10 and then making certain decisions about life. And, so apparently my experience with my own wedding closed the door in every possible way to anything to do with dealing with clients, anything to do with dealing with weddings, everything. So apparently this was what was on Chris's, this was what was tormenting Chris while she was away in Greece. And we had an incredible conversation, and somehow I feel the curse is broken, So this is what I wanted to share. But I told you I was having a call with someone to begin writing copy for the website. So we met just as we're meeting right now. And she kept on looking at the flowers behind me. And she was like, why aren't you showing more of these flowers? So we started talking. We completely left the task at hand, and she also brought up weddings, and it's crazy. So long, again, I'm trying to summarize because it's already been long enough. Long story short, I was the one who told her about a photographer in Australia who photographs a single flower in a bouquet for her clients, and she blows them up into these beautiful abstract photographs for her brides. And so my friend was like, you have to do this for brides. You have to do the same thing. So I finally decided to Google wedding events in Southern California. And I found 2, so I bought tickets. So next on Saturday, I'm going to one event. And then on Sunday, I'm going to another event. And then pardon?
You're right. Allison should be here.
That's what I was saying. And then the final thing, I woke up this morning to 2 messages. One from a bride-to-be. I'm not making this up. One from a bride-to-be who is asking if I do bridal portraits. I can send you the text. And the second one was from someone who is also going to be having a wedding, and she's asking if I teach painting because she would like to be able to paint her gown. So this has been the weekend that I've had, and I really, really had to share everything. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. So
oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I think
infinite possibility.
Yeah. So I think it's been quite. I think I'm back in the river. I hope. So
good.
That's what I wanted to share. So thank you for listening.
Shirley Ann, on back in the river, I don't know if this kind of goes along with it, but on the Profit Canvas October group, Alex posted a deal on with a link which I could send to you guys.
Oh, really?
On Picasso's secret for selling high-end office. First, and it's about being prolific and getting into your work, and in your case, getting into the river and staying there, And Picasso painted from the time he was 14 years old until the day he died, 2 paintings a day.
Wow.
No matter what,
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's an interesting, it's kind of an interesting article, and she was saying, this is what you need to do, that you need to really get in there and just, keep swimming in that river, Shirley.
Okay, I will.
Don't get out.
I won't. Yeah.
I'm probably, I'm worse than you are, so I need to talk to myself.
All right. So thank you for listening.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Okay, since we're coming from the back, Michelle, would you like to go?
Sure, I can go. Nothing much to tell. I'm still progressing on the small works. I finished the commissions. They're going to go off today, and other than that, what I need to look to now is doing all of the email campaign for the sale, and then get to work on the website and the writing. But I am convinced, because people came in over the weekend, well, how much is your discount going to be? And, you walk through a very sticky wicket when you start discounting things too much.
Yes.
Because you want to lessen the value for your clients and the art that they have. But by the same token, if things have been hanging around the studio for a couple of years, it's time to let them go and to just get the flow of energy moving, the ability to start creating new work. So that's what I'm going to do. And I told them the discount was going to be pretty deep, a 20 to 25% off, which usually I always offer people that have bought from me in the past a 10% discount. But this is going to be because I really want to move work. And, people said 20 to 25 and assumed everything was 25. I go, no. It's not pretty. I'm going to take a few favorite pieces and tuck them away, so they aren't going to necessarily be included in anything. But
so sorry.
No, that's okay. So so now it's strategizing about how to launch that and whether I do the whole email campaign or basically just do one flyer. But it had people adding their names. Initially, it was going to be a thank you to past patrons, and in the spirit of Thanksgiving, and maybe what I'll do for them is have the weekend prior to Thanksgiving having a preview night for past clients, and and have them come in on that night and get first dibs, and then open it up to everybody. But just have it be that week, and and then the small works will continue until the holiday, through the, and so that's my thinking right now. Love to hear whether you think that's a good or bad idea. I just really need to.
Oh, there's Camilla.
Work. Oh, Camilla.
Hi, Camilla. Hi. I was going to ask what the criteria was for the discount. Concerning the works, are they old works? So that they're not lumped together. What's the criteria?
Well, they've been around the studio for a while. Greater than 6 months, a year.
Okay.
I'm just I produce a lot of work, so I want to just move it. Get it?
Of course.
Here. Not be
of course.
anymore.
Okay. I was only asking so that you would discount this and they wouldn't expect that everything else was discounted. So that's why I was asking what the criteria was.
But I do think I have to physically move the pieces that aren't going to be discounted to another.
Okay.
Because I have the raised area to move them here, and say not everything is discounted. But
okay. Then that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah, that's a good idea. One of the ladies in my accountability group, her opt-in is a discount.
Yeah.
And what we discovered was that when people opt into a discount, then it means they have an intention to buy.
Yes.
So so I think it's a good idea. So I hope you sell everything.
That'd be grand.
So when are you planning to have this?
Well, it was initially for Black Friday, but now thinking the weekend before that, having it to full-time clients, customers.
Okay, so are these the emails you have to send out, these existing clients? Okay,
and
so that's
people that have joined my email list. They won't be the one I send the first email to, but second batch.
Okay. Well, so it's not like it has to be this entire campaign. You're just sending an email.
No, I think I will have 2 different types of emails and then do a reminder.
Okay.
Reminder email.
Okay, then that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
So Michelle, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You kind of broke up. You said, when are you going to send out your first email? This week or?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. So are you going to plan like the week before Thanksgiving?
The weekend before Thanksgiving.
Oh, the weekend.
For clients, past clients and customers. So I'll probably send out the first email 2 weeks before that and just let them know it's coming. Or I'm having a photographer come in on the 7th. There's a fellow that does a lot of artists work all at one time, and he's very reasonable. He only charges $10 per piece, and but we have to have a minimum of 30 pieces for him to come. And so I always send out an email, and different people here send out emails. Hey, I'm thinking of having Greg come, and we all pool our work together. So I'm going to get some of those older pieces photographed, the watercolors that I have at home, and just so I can show people, throw a little temptation their way.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And
that's why I asked us, because I was trying to do the same thing, is try to figure out, I was going to actually just send out, I wasn't going to do a precursor where I said, it's coming. I was just going to send it like I thought maybe 2 weeks before,
right?
Then send out again on a regular basis every day from the week before.
Yeah, that's what in the Profit Canvas Dave Spear was going to do,
right?
And I thought about that too, or just a reminder, each and every day, but small one.
Just thinking about now that you're talking, that even doing a campaign might be a great lead magnet. If we prepare people that a sales campaign or a special Christmas offer is coming up, and we prepare people on social media, and to get part of the offer, you have to sign up for our email list. And that way you would get the people who are actually really interested in buying.
Hey, I have a question for you on Facebook and Instagram. And I think we covered this and someone said something about it, but I just wanted to kind of verify. So I don't have a business art Facebook page. It's just a personal one. And I've had it from day one, I think, when Facebook started, and but it's all pretty much all of my art. But if I put these promos out on that page, is Facebook going to come back and, say no? Has anyone had that experience?
It's a possibility.
Oh, okay.
Especially, well, what I find is, I don't think you have people like that in your audience, but people have said they've been reported because Facebook is not like policing people, but people have reported people for doing business on their personal pages, and that's how Facebook finds out. So I don't think it would happen to you.
I think Facebook really doesn't like when you post links to your website and you do like free advertising, because they want money.
Well, yes, but it's not like they're policing you. It's probably when somebody draws their attention to it.
Now, Instagram is not an issue, right?
No problem on Instagram.
So how many of you have your art business on a separate Facebook page? Do all of you?
Yeah. I have separate pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started mine recently.
How hard was it to get everybody that should be on your business page get over there? How difficult was that?
It's a challenge.
I bet.
Really fairly straightforward, because you could just go to all your contacts on your personal page and said, they sent out the email. Do you want to inform all your contacts? And so I did, and all of a sudden, So
oh, really? So when you create your business page, it asks you, and it tells you, and you can.
Yeah, when you set up your business page, they ask you, do you want to inform your contacts?
Okay, so you don't have to manually do it or anything. And then I've seen it before where you post on your personal. I've created my art business page.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I better plug in and do that.
All right. Okay. So Michelle, are you good?
Yeah, the only thing I really wanted to hear how many people have signed up for Nicholas Wilton. I know Marianne did, but because I am loving that site. Oh my goodness. So much information, just an incredible repository of all this wonderful information, like how to shoot a film in iMovie, how to do
oh wow,
different ways of doing transfers, inspiration pieces, interviews with other artists. It's really pretty remarkable, and it's like a gift, a real gift.
How much was it?
It's $37 a month. It's a membership.
Oh, that's affordable. I thought it was the one Allison was talking about.
No.
So this is different.
Oh, that's not bad.
Different.
Yeah.
That's CVP, the creative visuals program, or create. That doesn't start until February. But being part, so it's a membership thing. And
I see. Okay.
Wonderful. And he's going to keep you can sign up for it up until tomorrow. Apparently.
Okay.
So I think if you're like me, you'll find it very, very I wish Marianne wasn't on mute, because she can attest to whether she's getting a lot out of it, but I certainly.
Okay. Yeah. That's good to know. I thought it was the big one.
No, that's not until February.
Okay.
Okay. Done.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for telling us. Yeah. So Marianne, I don't think Marianne is going to go. So
yeah.
Okay. Then it's your turn, Dee.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I didn't get as much done this weekend as I was planning on doing. I thought I was going to be able to tell you that I got this done and that done, and this started and that started. And actually, I didn't. So, but I've been really kind of mapping out how I want to do this, and I did find out that I can get note cards done from a ship. It's Fine Art America, and they print and ship. And so I haven't decided if I'm still going to do it or not, but I am going to do. I was going to share this with you. I don't know if you guys are into canvas prints or not, but if you are, there's a website that's called Easy Canvas Prints, and they've got a special on. And so I'm getting the files from the guy that did my Jaclays, and so I have a good photo because he does a scan of our paintings, so that's great. And so I have 2 paintings that he's done, so I'm going to use those for my cards, and I'm just going to for my canvas. And they've got a special on right now that is I don't know, like 80% off, I think it was, but 87% off.
Wow.
I don't know when it ends, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to quickly I'm just gonna go ahead and order like 5 or so of each one, because at the price, like mine is a 12 by 12, and it's $15.75 per each one. So you know, 5 isn't, you know, is, you know, that's if and just see how it turns out. You know, and I figured if they you know, hopefully they'll look good.
Yeah.
A chance, but I'm not going to give. But by sending them a scanned photo, then the quality is in the photos. So so if it doesn't turn out good, it's their problem, not my photo problem. And that's what I wanted to measure. So so I'm just going to order about 5 or 6 of each and promote those. And then I figured if they go well, then even if I don't get it on their sales price, you know, I could still, you know, I can still get them actually cheaper from my original store now, with the cost difference. So anyway, so I've been thinking about that. I woke up at 3 o'clock Saturday morning, and I lay there thinking about how I was going to word my emails. And at the time I had all of these creative things and didn't write them down. And then when I got up, I thought, okay, no. So anyway, but so it's coming back to me. But I kind of I've just been kind of doing creative, you know, planning and thinking about how I'm going to word it all, how I'm going to, you know, the process, and kind of getting it in line. And today it's my goal to do my focus planner and put down, you know, this is my deadline for this, and my deadline for that, my deadline for this, and my deadline.
Yeah.
That'll really get me going, because I'm really into deadlines. So. Yeah. But so I'm just gonna do. So I am gonna do the canvas prints, and I am gonna do I think 5 original paintings, starting out with a smaller size up to about a 16 by 20, and put those out for a special, you know, a discounted special for the holidays, and then. And I still might do my note cards. I'm not going to do them as a Christmas. I'm going to do them. Well, I'm going to say, you know, they would make a great Christmas gift for note, you know, to give away. But I'm not going to do them as, you know,
Christmas.
As Christmas cards. You know,
yeah.
So that's going to be my 3 things that I'm going to do with my holiday. Promotion.
Have any of you ever done a calendar for the holidays? Because I'm thinking of.
I haven't, but I have an art friend that has, and it's very successful. And actually, it's, you know, like I know on Vistaprint, it's really easy to do. So,
really?
I mean, it wouldn't be anything to do, and you could order so many. And I know, like, she ran out, but she just reordered from Vistaprint within 3 days. She told everybody that it would take, you know, 2 weeks for delivery. And then that way, if she needed to reorder, she'd get them from Vista in time to get them out within 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
that's
I think
good to know.
This is a good time, because a lot of those places have specials right now.
Yes.
Going on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but anyway, that's really all I'm doing. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to get in the river too. So.
We're all going to adapt terminology.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, good. Yes, let's all get into the river. And be happy there. Okay. All righty. So let us know.
And should I not? I'm sorry not to interrupt, but
no.
And I appreciate this group too. I you know, it's so great, because the ideas that we can put out, and I don't know if you know, I was watching the October Profit Canvas group. They were going into their you know, their support groups now, and the gal, in fact, this morning I woke up to an email.
Hi, Allison.
Oh, Allison's there.
I'm so sorry I'm so late.
No problem.
You slept in your hour later, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, I was one of the gals that of my support group for the Profit Canvas. We had one gal that really wasn't. I don't even know why she took the course, because she really wasn't doing anything, and so.
Uh-oh.
I lost Dee.
Yeah, we all lost her.
Well, I wonder if you can hear us.
Okay, I'm sure she'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so Camilla, why don't you go while we're, because she was almost wrapping up anyway, so.
I've been working with Michelle Colt we've had 2 sessions now, and that's been really helpful for me. Just trying to understand some of my patterns and getting strategies to avoid my procrastination. Which means I've been really productive these last 2 weeks, and it's pretty much the same that she's been teaching us, but it's just when she just takes all my little stories and she gives me the concrete strategies, it's been really helpful. So I've started one of my commissions, and I'm trying to get pretty far with that and then hopefully later this week I will start the other 2. And I've finished a few paintings of my own also, so it's really been better than it's been going for a long time with my paintings. So that's nice.
That's good. That's wonderful. That's a major breakthrough.
Yeah, it really is, and it's just the simplest techniques. It's just about being more present and not listening to your thoughts so much. But it's but it works.
Good.
Yes,
that's wonderful.
And I finished my about page for the 500 attempt, and so I put that up, and I'm gonna let it be. It's not perfect. It's not. I would like to elaborate some more, but I'm gonna leave it like it is for the next year, or 6 months, or for a long time at least. So that means I'm having success with dividing my day when I don't work into. I use an hour and a half or 2 hours on working on something for my business, and then I paint for the rest of. Then I paint for about 3 hours until I pick up my daughter. So now I had to figure out how to prioritize my time, my working on my business time. I'm probably going to go through the profit canvas again. Spend a little time on that because I didn't finish it. And then I promised my email list that I was going to do a design guide on tips of how to choose art and hang out art in your home. But my list is really small, so I would rather be working on some sort of sales series but I still don't have enough paintings, so I might just do a quick design guide and then try to finish some paintings the next weeks. I would really love to do some sort of, just for trying out some sort of Christmas something.
Yeah, but at this rate, I'm sure you'll have enough paintings very soon.
I hope so. I hope I can finish some of my own paintings this week too, and I hope the customer will be happy with the commissions.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, just just the prioritizing. But I think it's because we talked about it the last time. It doesn't make sense that I spend time now creating a sales series until I know for sure what I'm going to try to sell. It will be
Absolutely.
it will be more authentic when I know what my offer is, and I'm not sure if it's going to be. I'd like to do some. Maybe some of you have any ideas of some sort of creative way to promote gift certificates, so that you would give, like, so you can give them as an actual gift for Christmas. I think that would be a good idea.
That could be the sales series.
You know,
yeah,
the great idea is to give, have people purchase gift certificates. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But do you know a creative way to do the gift certificates, like a mini painting or, I don't know, a print or something that, so it's a nice gift to receive?
Oh, I think a print, maybe attached to a card, something very nicely presented.
Yeah,
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to do that. Actually, I would like to mention that I was so worried about my commission, but for now it's going so well because I have a painting that she really likes. Well, I have 3, and I just have to combine the things. So it's kind of making me feel a little bit safe because I don't have to invent something completely new. She just needs another size, and it's and the same with the next 2 commissions I'm working on. She also likes something that I have created already. So for me, that's actually nice at the moment. And then I can be more creative and try new things on my other paintings. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I'm glad you're moving.
So. Yes. I'm moving. Oh, and I quit my job. So that's huge.
Congratulations. Well done.
Epic. I just.
Wow.
So I'm quitting. I quit. Well, I'm finishing at the 1st of December, and then I have contact with my old job, which they will have me as a substitute. And sometimes once a month they send a list, and I can say I can work that day and I can work that day, and it works perfect with my husband. So I will still have the chance of income. But we can plan it much better. It will be so great.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Boy, you've taken a lot of steps there,
I had to. I had been. I needed it. I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations. We're happy. Dee, you're back. You disappeared. You froze.
It just went away, and then I had a hard time getting back in. But
okay.
So I'm back. But I said everything I need to say. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. So Beata, would you like to go next?
Yeah. So I finished 3 paintings in my Strong Women painting series. They were almost finished, but somehow I procrastinated to finalize them. Then I created my figurative sales series page on my website, and now I'm dealing with the email sales series, what I want to send out. So depending on when I finish it, I would send out this week or next week. I will see.
Okay, I've seen your series. It's coming up beautifully. Especially today, you put them all together. You put 4 together on your Instagram post. So
yeah, because I try to get some more subscribers with the sales series.
Yeah.
I hope I can get a few.
I'm sure you will. They're beautiful, especially seeing them all together. So
thank you.
Welcome.
So I'm still suffering with the list building. My list is very small, but I'm going to try the sales series anyway. Hopefully I can learn something from it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Nothing new happened.
Okay.
Since Friday.
Okay. All right. So, okay, Alison.
You want to know what I've been up to?
Yeah.
Anything. And belated happy birthday.
Yeah.
And we want to see the calendar.
What calendar? Oh, I didn't get me one.
You didn't get one.
No.
No.
Oh.
I'm getting that for Christmas.
Okay.
Whatever.
Can you give us the name of it or what it is?
I can. Yeah, you wanted me to tell you. I'm so sorry. Last week. I spent the whole of the week. I spent the whole week putting together this exhibition. Right, there's loads. I mean, I've just 50% off wall calendars for 2019 here. Vista Print do them. They do the small ones, but I want the large ones, don't we? I'm trying to think who does them. Large. Large wall, Amazon. Okay. There's a Sasco 12 months. That's undated. Don't want that. 2019 planner, Amazon choice, laminated year wall planner. It's £2.10. So it's probably going to cost $5.
Oh, okay. What's the name of it?
This one's just called it's called 2019 A1 laminated wall planner with a wipe dry pen and sticker dots.
Did you say A1 laminated?
Yeah. So that's A1 is a European paper size.
Right.
But yeah. I bet you if you just was to type into Google search large wall calendar 2019, it will. I mean, they're cheap as chips.
Perfect.
Okay. Right. And chips in this country are potatoes. No, I don't mean in a bag. I mean they're hot and you have them with mayonnaise and salt and pepper. And so yeah, I've had a really mad week. I had to take control of it because it was all going a bit mad. I completely hung the exhibition. I manned it all day the first day. I took the Friday off. I manned it all day on Saturday. I sold another piece of work to a really good local artist, which is why I'm late because I've just been to his house. He is amazing. I'm just, I can't believe he's bought my work. Wow. Yeah, that's that biggest compliment I could ever have paid to me is to have his
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm really chuffed. And now I'm just getting ready for my last show of the year, where I'm selling my really big pieces, the more expensive ones. So fingers crossed that I sell one of those. I should do. It's a show that's got that kind of work at that price in it. So people going will know that that's what they're going to. But apart from that, I haven't done anything else because I've just been running the show.
And that's a lot.
The only thing I will say is, I said I contacted Nicholas.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. He has asked me if I can provide email addresses for those people who might be interested in joining. Now, I know, Michelle, you're doing the Spark thing, aren't you? So am I. But I think that what they want to do is they want to try and group us together so that I get the affiliate thing, which I can then feed back to any of you if any of you take it. So I know, Shirley, you were a bit concerned about giving me your email address, but
No, it's not that. I just know I'm not committed to taking a course now. That's all.
Yeah, no. But if you decided to do it in 2 years' time, what would happen is I would get the affiliate fee, which I could then give to you.
Oh, okay. If it's just the email, that's fine. I just wanted you to know that I wasn't
that's fine.
Going to take a course.
They don't expect 100% conversion.
Okay. Then I'll send it to you. No problem.
So if you could all give me your email addresses, I can send it to them, and that way, I mean, I'm doing the course next year, whatever happens. But if we can get a bit of money off, all the better for all of us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was February, right? February?
It's February, March time, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it starts in February and goes through 3 months, just like Alexis's course.
The thing you're doing now, Michelle, does that include painting techniques and feedback on paintings, or?
What it is a membership rather than a course. So it a lot of the people, he started it as a continuation, apparently, for people who had been in the CVP course.
That's right,
but it's this data bank of incredible information. Did you join that too, Allison?
Yeah, I joined yesterday.
Yeah, have you had a chance to look on the website and go through it? Oh my God, it is such when I look at that, what he has available on his website is pretty phenomenal. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's very generous. I mean, it goes through, it's well worth $37 a month, I think.
And you can pay monthly, and you can leave at any time.
Yes.
So you could go on, you could grab all the information, and then you've walked away with everything for $37. I mean, not that I'm going to do that, but you potentially do that.
Yeah.
I know. Not a lot to say because I've been busy doing shows, and I did have one. A funny story. I had a lady walk up to me at the end of the show and said, "Are you the lady that did all those, the things that I post every day, on Instagram?" Yeah, I've done some big ones for the show. Are you the lady that did that? I said, yes. She said, oh, I love that work. My husband will hate it, but I love it. Why would you say that to anybody? Stupid woman.
I hear that all the time. I love your work. My husband will never approve of the colors. You're feminine.
Well, she said she wanted it for her bedroom that she's having decorated, and I don't think I'll be able to persuade him. So I said to her, look, there's my business card. If you change your mind, just get in touch.
All right.
Hey! Come say hello to us.
Hi, Skip.
Come and say hello. All these strange women waving at you.
She heard my voice and she started to cry. The door was closed.
Hi. So I think I probably need to spend this week taking stock of where I am, organising myself, because it's just chaos in here. I would hate it. And then, because I've got one last show, 4 more teaching sessions, so I've picked up another teaching session, then that's it. So I kind of feel that November will be winding down so that I can wind up for Christmas. But I can get all my admin stuff done ready for next year. So.
Okay. Well, all is well.
Always.
Marianne, did you want to come on?
I just stopped so that I could turn off my speakers. Otherwise, you'd get feedback.
Oh.
Michelle, I have not had a big opportunity to go through Nicholas Wilton's material, but boy, the one video I did watch, Lorna Crane in Australia, Oh my goodness. If everything else is of that kind of quality and inspiration, I'd say this is a pretty amazing thing to have access to.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible. I don't know exactly what the class is that he's offering in February, and I think I want to look at that closer before I commit. But I'm certainly happy to have taken the continuation of program that he's got.
Yeah, I've looked at quite a few of his videos, and it is all of that quality.
Oh, wonderful. Other than that, as far as just a bit, I found myself having lunch with an interesting group of people on Saturday, and I could hardly believe I was included in the group. It was a local arts director, a local contemporary art space manager, a city planner, somebody else who writes a magazine, and we were all going together to see an art display a few hours out of town. And I had been invited by one of the people and found myself at quite an exclusive group of folks. And it was very interesting to have an opportunity to introduce myself to some of those people. And now they all want to see my work. And they've challenged me to get involved with a Southeastern USA art show that's happening in the next, well, you have to enter by the 5th of November. And I didn't have any intention of entering, even though I knew about it. Now they want me to do that. So I'm trying to decide if I can pull something together and pay the fee and try to enter and see if I can make it into that juried show, which would happen next spring. Anyways, that's the most interesting thing that's happened to me.
That's incredible.
You can do it.
We'll see.
That's amazing. Maybe that was the inspiration you needed. So.
Well, it forces me to think about something I'd pretty much dismissed.
Yeah. Well, you have about a week. I'm sure you can.
You have to have the artwork ready now for the spring.
Well, yeah, and you can't sell it or alter it between now and then. So basically, you're taking something off the market.
Well, no, but what you could do, you have to have pictures of it, because you could just give them titles of work and then work on it between now and then.
Well, you can't do that, and this is such a professional show that you have to actually have a completed piece.
Right,
and you can't, and it's taken off the market between now and then. So I actually have some pieces that I can consider. And one of the folks in this group asked me to send her pictures of the ones being considered, and she'd tell me which was the strongest. That's another, one of those unexpected things.
Yeah. That's great support to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
New friends.
Yes. That's wonderful.
It is just that it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, I know at various different levels, and for various different levels of commitment, we have all started this kind of snowball that's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and this momentum all by itself, and things just appear out of nowhere. It's just fabulous. I'm so excited.
You want to step into woo-woo land for a minute. The astrology has been backing up for the last few months as we've been soaking up all this new information, and just wait till it starts forward, because it's going to be really exciting, because we're going to have all these new tools and understanding, and in the next 6 months things are going to start to go forward in our new direction. So I'm excited and hoping I'm ready for it.
Well, it's good to know so that we can get ready.
Yeah, we all are getting there.
Yeah, we can get ready. That's wonderful. Well, thank you. Okay, I think we're all done.
It's lovely seeing all of you.
You too.
You too.
But just before we all go, can you just tell me, because and I'm sure my fellow Europeans will be the same. When do your clocks go back?
I think it's next weekend. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so too, but I don't know.
Yeah, D wrote to my post that it was next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're Monday today. So Friday will be at.
Oh, that's really early.
5 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock your time.
No, it's normally 5 o'clock my time, and then it would be 4 o'clock my time on Friday. And 3 o'clock your time, Allison?
My time. Okay, 3 p.m. Okay.
Because normally it's 4 p.m. your time on Fridays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it will be 3 and it will be 4 my time. I don't think I can make that. I'll try.
And then on Monday of next week, it will go back to 5 p.m. though, won't it? Because we'll be back in alignment.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
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 Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Have a wonderful week.
Yeah. You too.
Okay. Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Okay.
Take care.
You too. Bye.